first, today's pop of creativity. It's part craft, part science experiment, you could say, and maybe it adds a touch of class to those do-it-yourself porch pumpkins. You'll get a nifty effect when you marbleize them using spray paint, and the neighbors, they'll be scratching your heads, asking you about it, wondering how you pulled it off. But the process is easier than you think. That's according to my first guest this morning, Lynn Muir. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
You dress appropriately, right? I joked it feels like we're at the Bahamas. It's a little cold out here today,
cold.
but perfect for the project that we're going to do. It involves paint, it involves pumpkins, and every year we're looking for that new way to dress up pumpkins. Would you say this is it?
Yeah, I think so. I posted just a little like, this is my science experiment on Facebook, my personal Facebook page, and all the comments were, how'd you do this? I want to know how you do this. Tell me all about it. So,
well, look at this. I can see why those pumpkins came in. These are absolutely amazing. Did you use real pumpkins, or this is
these
faux?
are fake.
Yeah.
You could, I haven't tried real pumpkins. You could try it, but sometimes paint is kind of tricky with real pumpkins. You never know if it's going to actually stay on or not. So I used faux. They're foam inside, and yeah, they found them at Walmart.
Look at that marbleized effect. You've done a couple different color variations, but you say the process is the same no matter what color you reach for.
Yes.
Starts with a big bin of water?
Yep, it's very easy. So let's put on some gloves. We're gonna do one. You want to start with a big bin of water, fill it up about a little bit more than halfway full. You don't want it too full or water will spill out when you put your pumpkin in, obviously.
Can't have that.
Nope. And so you'd want to start by, this is a pumpkin I bought from Walmart. I haven't sprayed it.
Okay.
So this is what it would look like before.
Do you need to treat it at all, or
you
just
need
give it a good...
to spray it with spray paint before you go. So I just used Rust-Oleum Flat White.
Okay.
So I did those.
So that's your first coat?
That's your first coat.
Okay.
And you want to make sure they're covered really nicely so you don't have any of the other color, the original color showing through.
Yeah, you've covered this puppy.
Yes, it is nice and covered. So, and then I brought us both masks because we're both pregos, so.
This is a big deal then if the masks are coming out.
And then you want to make sure before you start, so you have your gloves on.
This is my Halloween costume for the year.
Yeah, sure.
I hate to dress up. Okay.
And then you need a stirring stick.
Yeah.
And you need what's the word? A contrasting color.
Okay.
So I got black, and most spray paint is oil-based. It needs to be oil-based because it needs to be able to lay on top of the water, not mix with the water.
All right.
That's one of the key components of doing this.
How do we know if our spray paint can is oil-based?
Good question. It should say on the back somewhere in the ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we're gonna just hold up our masks while we spray because we don't want to get yelled at by anybody.
No. We're taking safety first. Go.
So you just kind of spray and create layers of the spray paint, and it dries really quick, so you do kind of have to dump your pumpkin quickly. So I'm gonna let you spray yours.
Okay. This is exciting.
And while you're spraying, I'm just gonna kind of stir mine up a little bit.
And you said lay it on really thick.
Lay it on pretty thick, yeah, and just spray it right in the middle. Right in the middle there.
Middle.
Just kind of,
I'm like coating your bin.
Shake it a little bit more.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. The bin will.
That was her polite way of saying, Brooke, don't paint the plastic, paint the water.
Nope, the bin will get coated. You're gonna have to just realize your bin's gonna be ruined forever.
This is your pumpkin marbleizing bin.
Yes, so
from
you
this
just
day forward.
Spray it in the middle, just like that. We're just gonna spray a whole bunch into Brooks.
Lynn, sorry, I was like all over the place. I'm like, this is fun.
I should have been more specific.
This is fun.
Okay, so there we go. And then take
wet.
your stick, and you're just gonna kind of swirl your paint around.
Swirling. It does dry fast.
It does dry quick.
Okay, now what?
And I'm gonna use my little pumpkin. I'm just gonna grab it by the stem.
Okay.
And you're just gonna dip it.
Yeah.
In.
All the way in?
So, yep. And just kind of pull it back out. Oops, mine got a little bit too much.
Oh my goodness.
So Brooks turned out better than mine did.
Listen, those words are never uttered on this show, so I will pay you later for that.
So we put more spray paint in hers, and that's why hers got a little bit more marbly than mine.
Now, is this one dip usually
It's
sufficient?
usually just one dip, yep. And I'm gonna set mine, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna
She's like, not to be outdone by the amateur. Let me do it again. I'm just teasing. I really never win craft challenges, so thanks for giving me that honor today.
You're welcome. So we're just gonna spray it on and right in the middle.
So we're using black today, which is an obvious kind of stark contrast of a statement. Any tips for using other colors like the orange, or have you done pastels? Have you done lighter colors?
I haven't done pastels. I did my base color over here, you can see with the skull.
Yeah.
I did it, okay, this one's gonna turn out a lot better because it didn't dry as quick. So let's do this one. Actually, I'm gonna steal your round pumpkin.
Oh, my pumpkin, here it is.
Okay, I'm gonna steal this one. And you need to be careful because you will, with these, they'll be a little bit more buoyant, these bigger ones.
Okay.
And you will leave a fingerprint or two. So there we go, that one turned out a lot
Which really doesn't
better.
take away from the effect. It still kind of is that
marble
back and forth. Oh, it's so cool. Listen.
So those are fun.
I cannot believe this is a brand new technique for us, a brand new look. Can I hold that for you?
Yes.
I'd love you to point out the other colors that you were talking about.
Take off my gloves real quick.
Sure.
So this one I did a base of gold. This was the before. This is what it looked like when I bought it from the store.
Okay.
And then here's the base with the gold. Sorry, I'll set that back down.
Creepy and cool.
And then I just
all
did
in
the
its
black
own right.
again. And then this one's base was white.
Okay.
And I just did the orange spray paint in the bin.
Look how awesome the orange looks with the vibrant color there. Haven't tried pastels, but I imagine it would give just a softer effect.
Yeah, it would be really pretty. You could try any colors. The only thing is I tried to do multiple colors in my bin at once and it didn't work so well. So I would suggest sticking to one color, one base color, and then one top coat.
The thing that's so genius about this is we've been doing this to Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Right? For years, marbleizing them, and now we can bring that same technique to this new Halloween tradition. How have you staged these in your home?
So I love putting pumpkins on candlesticks, but all over. My entryway table is covered, my mantle has a bunch of them on it. It's just really fun. And you can do this with kids. It's quick and easy. Just make sure they put gloves on.
Right.
And you could do it in an afternoon, and they think my 7-year-old, just his jaw dropped. He thought it was the coolest thing.
Well, yeah, you're the cool mom on the block because he provided a science experiment.
That's right.
But really, joke's on him because he's helping you decorate the house.
Yeah, that's right. In a cool, classy way.
I'm just amazed. I could go on and on, use every adjective in the book. The effect really is so stunning. Even classy, can I say that?
Yeah, I think it's classy.
I do too. Awesome. With the different colors, it provides different looks. You have the full tutorial posted for us on your website.
Yeah, and you can find me at pocketfulofpaint.com or on my Instagram, pocketfulofpaint.
Clever name, by the way.
Thanks.
Pocketful of Paint and Clever Project. Great to have you. Lynn,
Thanks
thank you so much. We'll link you over to her website from ours. Click the project tab at studio5.ksl.com.